Hi everybody, this is something a little different. I'm going to show you some items that I'll be using this week for Thanksgiving. If you just heard the door, that was Maggie May. She's outside. We bought her a new toy so she wouldn't distract me. She's back biting again. So if you see I got marks on me, well, you're going to know it's from her. I was doing real good. My hands were clearing up, but she's clawing on again. But anyways, back to the subject. We have so much to be thankful for with Thanksgiving coming up. And I feel sorry for the families that normally get together that can't get together because of the bad virus. We have to be very careful with Ray. He works with the public every day. He's got COPD and emphysema. He cannot afford to get this. We pray all the time that he will be safe and God will see him through this madness, him and everybody else. We will probably having a small get-together at our house. It will be family, very small. I'm not sure. Probably 2, 4, maybe 6 people, maybe 6 or less. I'm not even sure. But I wanted to share with you things that I'm going to be using this week doing videos, and also there's a small collaboration that if you'd like to check it out, it'll be on Tuesday, side dishes of Thanksgiving. I have a couple of channels that have joined in with me, and I will link them below in the description box, and they'll be participating. So come on over and check everybody out. It's going to be a lot of fun, but I want to show you what I'll be using. Just some of the things. I don't have everything out. Ray and I did a little haul this morning. He had to go out and take care of business right now. But Hannaford, our local grocery store, had turkeys on sale. And I'd like to say I'm thankful and blessed that I am able to have the money to buy what we need at this time. And this here is a prime young turkey. And we paid, oh gosh, where's the tag? Did the tag fall off? I think the tag fell off. But we paid $7, and it was 39 cents a pound. I'm looking for the tag. It must have fell off when they put it in the bag. But it's right here. It was 22 pounds right here. She's a big, heavy one. So, whatever's not used for this turkey, I will either be canning it or I will be freezing it. I gotta be careful here with the shoulder. I have an extra chair beside me to help me out. Phew, that was a lot of work. I'm in my chair, and it's not my real comfortable chair, but I bought it when I had surgery. But these are some of the items I will be using this week. I wanted to show you and what I'll be making. So please come back and see all the different things going on. I will be using a potato, and this is a Yukon Gold. And I'll be using an onion. That's yellow onion. And I'd love to bring Maggie May in here, but she'd be biting at everything. And I'll be using an acorn squash. This is an acorn squash. Oh gosh, Ray forgot to bring in my buttercup squash that we grew from the garden. But that one was also grown. Here, you wait, Maggie May. I couldn't bring everything. I was trying to bag things so I wouldn't forget. I wanted to share with you these diamond mixed nuts. How many of you buy these for the holidays or just buy them in general? When I was growing up, my grandmother always brought these, and we always had fun sitting there with a cracker and cracking the nuts. And I do want to share a story, hopefully I'll have enough time on the end of this video, about how Thanksgiving was in our family. So I'm just trying to share with you a little part of Thanksgiving and what it means to me and all the memories that I have. I will also be using some white bread. And it's going to be a surprise on Tuesday on what I'm making. I don't think Mr. Ari's coming in, but not for me. I have a small butternut. This is butternut, not buttercup, butternut squash from the garden. And I'll be making something with this. I had to use bags to bring everything in. And let's see, what else? This is a turnip. Some people call them rutabagas. Well, rutabagas here in Maine are about the size of a baseball, like that. This here is turnip. This is a 2-pound turnip right here. And some people call these yams. Well, here in the north, we call them sweet potato, to my understanding, and I could be wrong, and if I am, excuse me if I am. But these are some of the things I will be working with this week. I have a little bit time left on my camera. I want to share with you, my grandmother was a special lady. I love her so much from the bottom of my heart. She loved and did so much for everyone. If her children were home or in the States, because I had one uncle that was in the military, and they lived all over the state. One lived on the coast, one lived up north, one lived next door. My dad lived down the road. All the holidays, my grandmother, she was fortunate that all her children always came home. She was very blessed that way. And for Thanksgiving, she was a very particular woman. She would have a glass on her table, dining room table, and it used to be filled with celery, just celery, and people could pick it off or, you know, whatever, but she always did that in a glass. Another thing she did, she made about 25 pies. No exaggeration, she made one for everybody. Chocolate, blueberry, raspberry, cherry, strawberry, squash. We were big squash pie eaters. Pumpkin. One pie she did not make too much of was pecan. She made apples. She didn't just make one pie, she made doubles. The reason why I said doubles is because my uncles, some had 6 in their family, some had 4. Couple had 4, 6. So you add that all up. One pie is not going to be enough. And my grandparents bought the biggest turkey they could get if it wasn't homegrown. And my grandfather, in earlier years, he worked for a fruit market and he drove a fruit truck to stores. So whatever was left over for fruit, he would bring home. We had plenty of fruit and vegetables. I grew up on that all my life. We had all we wanted because if the stores didn't want them, well, the trucking and the fruit company didn't want them, my grandfather could bring them home and he would share. And my grandfather always, way back in the day, had pigs. Pigs and rabbits, lots of pigs. He'd feed them to the pigs. He would also gift them out for people that needed them. So at our dining room table, my grandmother would have everybody sat there and everybody was blessed to be there. We'd even wait for my uncle that was up north, past Bangor, up near Brewer. He would come down with his children. It didn't matter if it was snowing, if it was raining. And why I said we were blessed and my grandmother was blessed is because their wives never complained. Oh, I've got to go to my parents. You can't go to your mother's house. Not one of my grandmother's children ever said that. And there was Leanne and Billy and my aunt's sister. Leanne and Billy and my aunt's sister. I'm trying to think of them. And Ricky. And Junior. She had 5 children. And she had 1 girl, 4 boys and 1 girl. And then she raised me at the age of, I think around 17 months old. She got me and she raised me from that point up. And I'm blessed to have her. So I am so thankful for a lot that I have here at Thanksgiving. And thankful I have a wonderful family and thankful for so many things. So stay tuned for the collaboration on Tuesday. And you never know what's going to be on my videos, and there'll be a little more stories involved in Thanksgiving. Also, my grandmother didn't have a dishwasher. She had me and my grandfather, but guess what? My grandmother didn't want anybody washing her dishes because she was very particular. She didn't want a broken dish. She didn't want anybody banging her spoons or forks on her dishes either. That's where I get it from. And when she prepared her pies, she did it herself. She let me watch and she let me dabble a little. Whatever. Okay, I'm back. I ran out of space. Sorry. But anyways, my grandmother would let me dabble a little in everything that she did. And I watched and watched and watched. But she did her own dishes. She didn't want broken dishes. She didn't want banging of her dishes. She was very particular. God bless them both. Let them rest in peace. I love them so much, my grandmother and grandfather. So we will see you tomorrow, and watch all week. I've got some interesting things coming up for Thanksgiving. And just remember, be kind, love everybody. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye now.